beautiful friends, and welcome to the Willow's Cottage. Today is Ostara, the spring equinox. The wheel has finally turned and we're entering into the light side of the year, which brings me so much hope and so much excitement for life. I wanted to share with you something really special to me. I collect tarot and oracle cards. I don't read them. I don't think I'm intuitive enough to read them, but I love, love, love the artwork. And I just purchased, when I purchased my drum, here's my drum. It sits right here. Oops, it's backwards. Here's my drum. Here are my sticks. So when I purchased my drum, I also purchased a set of oracle cards because, number one, I love, love, love collecting them. And I've decided I'm going to do a tour of all of my oracle and tarot cards because I just love them so much. I've realized that I love them for the artwork. That's typically why I'm drawn to them. Probably everyone is drawn to them for the artwork. And so I just, so I bought these and they are just really, really amazing. They're called the Season of the Witch, and there's one for each Sabbath. So this one is for Ostara, for the spring equinox, and I've already collected Samhain, Yule, Imbolc, and now I have Ostara. So I'm purchasing them as we go through the wheel. They're kind of pricey. Let's see, I can't remember. I think these were $24.95, and I got them on Amazon. That's typically where I get most of my stuff because I live so far away from everywhere that it's hard for me to get out and to find places to purchase the things that I love. And I'm kind of finding Amazon is, and there's a little trick. You don't have to be a member of Amazon. You can say that you want free delivery, but you'll get it later. Like you'll get it maybe 3 or 4 days or a week later than you would if you were a Prime member. So that being said, I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday at work, and if you follow me, you know that yesterday wasn't my best day. I don't know, I just kind of was having some anxiety. It was kind of creeping in, and then a little depression creeped in, and then a little this, a little that, and I just kind of was using the tools that I have. I took a walk in the woodlands near here, and I sat on the earth, and I was kind of handling things in that way. And I was talking to friends. When I talk, my drum reverberates to my voice. I must have like this voice that makes it, so I'm listening to it, I'm talking, it's going, which is both delightful and a little distracting, to be honest. However, back to the story at hand. I was talking to my friend yesterday at work because she noticed that I was not having a great day, and I had taken my cards with me because I just gotten them, and I just had them in my bag. And she loves oracle cards. She's not much of a tarot card person, but she does love oracle cards. So I was like, oh, look at my oracle cards, you know, just trying to just lighten life a little bit. So I pull them out, we're looking at them, and she pulled 3, and she did a reading for herself, which was really wonderful. Offered to do a reading for me, but we were at work, so you know, the break was over and it was time to move on to do the worky things that we're hired to do. So we got into a conversation. She asked me if I pulled one, and I said no, you know, I'm just kind of still looking at them and whatever. And she asked me I'm not sure she asked me anything to spark this conversation. I'm not sure what sparked this conversation, to be honest, but we got into a conversation about morning ritual, and she was talking about how powerful her morning ritual is for her to set the intentions of the day. And so we got into this really, really wonderful conversation about ritual and morning ritual. And part of her morning ritual is she pulls her oracle card every day. So I've been thinking about what she said, and I thought, you know, I want to start a morning ritual. Why I've never really done that, I don't know. I'm random. In fact, if you go back and you read my intro to my channel, I basically say I'm random and erratic, and my videos are going to be all over the place. And if that's something that, well, I didn't say if that's something that bothers you, you know, I get it. I didn't say that. However, people have commented that they can't follow me because there's no real thread in my life. And I want to say I'm kind of nice, and I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I'm not for everyone, but I want to say, welcome to my life. There's no thread. You think it bothers you. Think about how hard it is for me. But I don't say that because it is my life, and it is what it is, and I've learned to live with it. However, there are tools that we can use to kind of normalize the flow of at least a morning. And so I have started walking to work every day, which is really, really helping because it kind of gives me that space. It's not very far, but it does give me a little space between home and work to kind of mentally prepare for going in. And walking home does the same thing for me. So I am that, and I've recently started. I'm a bather. I'm not much of a showerer, although I usually take a shower every day, but it's not, whatever, it's not like enjoyment. I used to say I take a bath, a shower every morning to wash off what did I used to say? I don't know, because I used to say take a shower every morning and a bath every night. And I used to say I took the bath every night to wash off the yuck of the day, not the dirt, but the yuck of the day. And so I usually don't take baths in the morning, but I am a bather. So I've started that as part of my morning ritual. I'm going to start taking a bath every morning and pulling a card and walking to work. So that's going to be the start of my ritual. The breakfast thing I've mentioned before in other videos. I'm not a big foodie. I'm trying to cook. In fact, I thought if I started forcing myself to cook at least one meal every week and record it, that would keep me accountable. But, you know, I think at this point in my life, nothing's going to keep me accountable. I have a friend that says whenever I start going sideways and I'm like, why am I so like not disciplined, and why? And she goes, because you do what you want. And that's how she says it, because you do what you want. And I kind of think that I do. If I'm not breaking the law, hurting myself or others, I just kind of just do whatever. So I'm trying to be a little bit more disciplined. I think it'll help with my ADHD and my anxiety, maybe, I don't know. However, part of that is opening up my cards. And I know a lot of people talk about how they need to bond with their cards, and they need to cleanse them, and they need to, some people sleep with them under their pillows. Some people won't let other people touch their cards. I'm not like that because I don't really feel that, I don't know. I just don't think that my intuitive stuff is that strong and that powerful to put in the cards. And I don't think anybody else is going to, I don't think anybody else is going to ruin that. I do know, though, from I have had some tarot card reader teachers. Clearly it didn't take, but I do know that most people, not everybody, but most people believe that if you're shuffling and a card falls out, it's universe, spirit, Bridget is my goddess, pulling this card because they want this message to be my message for the day. So we're going to find out together what card just flipped out. Moon milk. Let's read it. There is nothing like the medicine that comes from the ritual of yourself. Is that weird? No, it's not weird. It's amazing. It is amazing. The spirit world is so amazing. I'm going to read this again because it's pretty amazing. There's nothing like the medicine that comes from the ritual of yourself. And here's the artwork. Is that not beautiful artwork? And she's just sitting with her little cup of coffee and something in her hand. I'm not sure what it is in her hand. There's a nest, which is really appropriate for Ostara. Well, it is the deck of Ostara, so of course it's going to be. And it's number 24. Okay. There is a book that comes along with it. I'm not sure if you want me to read the whole thing to you or not. If you do in the future, let me know. But I'm just going to touch on this a little bit. You're being guided to prioritize more moments of traditional self-care. Things such as sleep, eating foods that are rich in vitamins and minerals, meditation, drinking more water, and gentle but restorative movements are supported upon pulling this card. This is your invitation to turn your focus on yourself, listening to your body and its current needs. Additionally, you are encouraged to establish a practice of returning to your bliss and peace of mind. You may also consider taking a mental health day. I probably need a mental health day to yourself to recharge. I do take mental health days. I'm laughing, but I do. I don't think I need one today, but I do take them. And I have actually one of my favorite places to go when I need a little recharge is the North Coast Redwoods. I don't know if you've ever been to the North Coast Redwoods, but it is an amazing place to go. Part of the Redwoods is on the coast, up in like Eureka. That's usually typically where it goes, to Eureka, California. And there's a lot of California state parks up there, so they're preserved. The redwoods and the old growths are preserved. And a while ago, I went and took a 10-mile hike through the redwoods, and it took me all day to do it. I came back to my campsite and I just was so renewed. I was so renewed. It was such an amazing experience. So for me, definitely taking mental health time is very, very important to me. And I acknowledge and honor that. So maybe that's in my near future. Now that it's warming up, or at least I'm pretending it's warming up, I may be taking a trip up to the North Coast, and I'll take you with me. It's just such a fabulous, magical, special place to go. So in the meantime, I need to get myself pulled together. I need to go to work, and I'm going to have a fabulous day. I ask the universe that you have a fabulous day as well. Happy and blessed Ostara, and stay whimsical.